Well, hello again, internet people. Welcome back to my channel. Arsenal 0, West Ham 1. How did Graham Potter did it? I think personally, a masterclass, tactical masterclass by Graham Potter. Now, when I reviewed this game, right, and preview, I should say, not review, when I previewed this game, I wasn't quite sure. I was sure that he was going to play 5 at the back, which I got right, but I wasn't quite sure how many he was going to play in midfield. I thought he was going to play like this, a 5-4-1 in midfield, but what he did, he switched between a 5-2-3 and a 5-3-2 within the game, but most of the time he stuck with a 5-3-2, and to be honest, it was spot on because he made it very difficult for Arsenal to create anything, and they found it hard. And also I think they were playing too slow. This is the formation Graham Potter adopted without the ball. Here you've got Arsenal on the ball, and Arsenal like to play 3 at the back, 2 pivot, 6 in the 3, and then 5 up top. And what Graham Potter did, he dropped them into a mid-block into the 5-3-2 with Kudus and Bowen up top, and the 3 tight midfield in the middle of the park. Here you got a bigger picture of it. Now, before I want to talk about the formation, let's look at the rondo. This is what I call a massive rondo. If you look at Arsenal players, they're in bed, by the way, I think you know that. It's a massive circle in that caption. You've got 1, 2, just 5 players in that middle. And that's what they do. They pass the ball around. And this is what a rondo looks like. When you can see the 2 players, the green players in the middle, the players in black around this, form a circle around the 2 in the middle. This is exactly what Arsenal do. They do a massive rondo to pass the ball around. If you look at West Ham's shape, they are now in it's a semi, I could say to you, it's a 5-2-3, because Odegaard's moved over to the right-hand side. The player next to Odegaard, obviously, if the ball comes across, he's not going to jump Odegaard if he gets to Odegaard. That makes, it's like a 3 up top. And that's what they did quite a lot. So majority of the formation without the ball, Graham Potter adopted the 5-3-2. That's the rondo again. Here you can see the shape. That's the 5-3-2 shape. With Arsenal now creating this massive rondo, and they were Arsenal play a very slow game, a very sort of predictable game. They pass it around until they get to the final third. They're trying to get the 1v1 down the wings. That's what they're trying to do. In this game, I would say that Ethan Ranieri didn't go as wide as he should have done, and I don't know why he did that. It made it easier for the left back to mark him. Here's another caption. Now, in this caption, I would say it's a 5-2-3. Basically, you can see that player on the left-hand side, Odegaard is down the bottom right. He's just keeping an eye on Odegaard in case that goes across. If it goes the other side, they will all shuffle across the other side. This is a perfect picture of the 5-3-2. It's a caption I showed you before. Here you've got the Arsenal player on the ball, and you've got Bowen and Kudus just standing there, and Partey is just inside, and you can again see the massive rondo. Then you've got the 5 at the back. It's a 5-3-2. Now, the one player which caused Arsenal problems was on the right hand side, Wan-Bissaka. Now, he basically had the skill, he's got the pace to get past you, and on the 20th minute, right, he did go down the right hand side, and he got a cross in, and Bowen nearly scored. But we know what happened just before half time. This was quite amazing because Arsenal had the ball in their box. They broke away very quickly with 2 passes down the wings, got down the wing, the cross came in, and Bowen on his own scored the goal. Now, Arsenal press, the way they press, they're very passive. By that I mean they press to make play predictable. So Odegaard will go and press the ball, and in this case, Marino will follow him. And what they're trying to do is force that ball to go somewhere where they can win it. But it's not aggressive. It's just basically get there quickly, right? Pulse them one way. Once they play that ball, can the other player win it? If they take a back touch, the other player, the Arsenal player will win it. And when they do win it, they don't counter attack quickly. Whether they got it in final third, they sometimes try to rotate the ball. By then rotating the ball, it then makes it a bit. It takes longer. It makes it easier for West Ham to get back. And I think I've got to say in this game, in my opinion, Graham Potter got this tactically spot on. His tactics were spot on. They were comfortable because Arsenal don't don't really pressure aggressively, and they didn't move that ball quick enough. I'll say this again. I think I said it already. I think Ethan Maneri had an okay game. The problem was with him, he kept coming inside. Now, when Arsenal had the ball, instead of him staying next to the line, stay on the chalk, he didn't do that. He kept coming inside, which made it easier for the left back to mark him. That's what I think anyway. But in this game, I think that Graham Potter got this spot on tactically, and I thought Arsenal. Now, at the end of the day, remember, Graham Potter, when he was the manager of Brighton, played Arsenal, I think, 4 times. And the 4 times, he's won 3 times, right? So he's got history here. So tactically, for me, he outfoxed Arteta. And he knew exactly what Arteta was going to do. And he decided to, as soon as they broke away, they'll go on the right-hand side. That's what they decided to do every single time. Now, for Arsenal, they got crosses into the box, but not really. Arsenal got to the final third with no end product. That was basically it. As soon as West Ham scored just before half-time, Arsenal didn't have any answer whatsoever. And people are moaning at him again, you should have done this, should have done that. But, you've got to give praise to your opposition. When they're set up like this and make it very difficult for you, make it very compact, make it hard for you, there's nothing you can do. The only thing I would say with the Arsenal game, they could have moved the ball much quicker. And by doing that, they could move the West Ham players around. They didn't do that. As you can see here in this caption, Arsenal have the ball. They're set in their 5-3-2. You can see that. They're just waiting for the bad pass so they can win it. And as Arsenal got closer to their goal, they went deeper and deeper. That's the rondo again. They went deeper and deeper and eventually sat in the mid-block. It was so easy for them in the second half, to be honest, because there wasn't many chances. Possession-wise, Arsenal had the majority of possession. But if you have possession and don't have an end product, you won't win the game. So I've got to say, Graham Potter got it spot on. This is the formation he played, the 5-3-2, and sometime he went 5-2-3 and made it very difficult for Arsenal to play. And they won the game, I would say, comfortably. Peace and out, and I'll see you on the next one.